What is going on, everybody? It's Jay, aka It's a Bonus Story here, back with another Phantom Parade video. And today I just kind of want to do a little showcase on Yuji's banner rec bit, because I actually pulled it yesterday for the first time, because I couldn't use it during the showcase, and I'm like, I wonder if I can clear any content faster, or if it'll be relatively the same. If it was going to be the same, I'd probably save it for a comparison video in the future. But because I did limited tower floor for this month quicker than I did in my own showcases, I decided to post a little update, because the main interesting thing about Yuji's banner rec bit, which I'm gonna try and pronounce, I mean it should be easy, hey SHISA, is that its passive is automatically like correlated with Yuji's like Black Flash rate up skill that you always start every fight with his skill 2. And he gets that 20% crit rate increase and 10% P-Tech buffs, which is something that's very, very interesting to keep in mind, because when you compare it to the rec bit I was using, which was Max G's banner rec bit, and Irreplaceable Moment, when you Black Flash, you then get the plus 10% Black Flash rate and plus 10% crit rate. But that is something that, again, only applied when you hit a Black Flash. With Yuji's banner rec bit, it applies when you have Black Flash rate increase status to yourself. So this obviously applies like if you're using a skill 2 or if you're already in the zone state. This rec bit basically just makes it really, really easy to allow this unit to allow Black Flashes fly. And I'm pretty sure if people have this rec bit already and they aren't using it, they need to start using it, because it will kind of solve some of the problems that people do have with this unit. I find it very hard not to Black Flash with this on. I'm so glad I pulled it because I wanted to experiment with it fully. And in this run, because Yuji's Black Flash rate is so high, it leads to him doing the biggest ultimate I have seen him do outside of like being teamed up with 0.2 Gojo, which is around 57 million. Phenomenal rec bit. On top of the fact as well that he also boosts his Black Flash rate by 15% for 2 turns when the rec bit is activated. And because it's a Yuji unit, because he's a first year, he gets that alt gauge increase. So the rec bit is a phenomenal rec bit. The only thing is that upon testing, the main downside was that on like that was 18 mil skill 3. Holy, I wasn't really paying attention that hard when I was initially recording, but wow. But on mainline tower, there isn't exactly like a huge difference. I would say like it remains relatively the exact same in mainline tower, but on limited tower you really start to see a huge difference in performance in between the different rec bits. So I imagine when the limited tower floors reset, which will be in 2 days, right? And there will most likely be a taijutsu floor for blue, because I mean it'd be fitting, we just had a new blue taijutsu drop, and I feel like we'll be able to experiment and obviously compare an Irreplaceable Moment and hey SHISA with like new content. As I'm just dunking on this boss, because this is like what, like the fifth or sixth video of me like turbo dunking on this boss. I mean, it's fun, but you know, we're trying to do as fast as we can. Because I knew this unit could do it even faster. I just had to get a rec bit that would lock in, and we're about to kind of end this fight off right over here. I mean, it is kind of crazy because I just didn't think I would get much higher in terms of damage, especially because the rec bit is only at A4. But the 57 million is very, very impressive, because if I remember correctly and I go back to like my own video, the highest ult that we had during limited tower floor 4 was like around 40 mil. Yeah, you see that 57. But yeah, so I checked my own video, and Yuji's highest ultimate during that run was indeed 40 mil. It was leaning closer to 41 million, but still, obviously Yuji's ult in this video, it's 57 million, leaning towards 58. I also feel like in this specific comp it helps a lot, because hey SHISA is a damage dealt rec bit instead of a P-Tech rec bit, and we already have a ton of like P-Tech increases coming from Miguel in some way and Miwa as well. Nanami's not exactly doing the craziest damage dealt stuff, so usually having a rec bit help him boost up that number is really good. But that's it for my testing today. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord server. It's in the channel bio. Road to 3,000 subscribers, so can you please hit that sub button for your boy? It's been Jay, aka it's a brief testing story, because I had no video planned today. So this is kind of like our filler video before Gojo comes out. Your boy's been working real hard. But yeah, I'll see you guys later.